Om. 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 Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om. Pranams to the lotus feet of the Lord, pranams to all the Mahatmas and Gurujis, pranams to all of you. ಧಿಕ್ಕಾಲ ಆದಿ ಅವಚ್ಛಿನ್ನ ಆನಂದ ಚಿನ್ಮಾತ್ರ ಮೂರ್ತಯೇ ಸ್ವಾನುಭೂತ್ಯ ಏಕಮಾನಾಯ ನಮಃ ಶಾಂತಾಯ ತೇಜಸೇ. In the last few shlokas, Bhadrahari talked about the glory of the knowledge, and also he talked about some of the virtues we need to acquire. He mentions how knowledge is the imperishable wealth. Now, we are going to see some shlokas in which Bhatrahari is going to talk about the glory of wealth, otherwise the glory of money. Not only Saraswati is important, but Lakshmi is as important as Saraswati. In Vedanta Shastra, we do not talk about the limitation of wealth. Sorry, we do talk about the limitation of wealth when it comes to Vedanta Shastra. Na karmana na prajaya danena tyagena ike amrtatvamanashuhu. What do you mean by this mantra? No, you will not get the moksha either by the karma or putra or by the wealth. Only by tyaga you will be able to get moksha. This is the meaning of this shloka. This is mantra. It comes in the Mahanarayana Upanishad. So it is that one cannot get moksha through wealth. So in Brihadaranya Upanishad, it says, na amrutasya na nashasti vittena. Immortality cannot come through wealth. Kathopanishad, Nachiketas declares, na vittena tarpaniyo manushyaha. No one can get fulfillment through the wealth. In Bhajagovindam, Shankaracharya says, Artham Anartham Bhavaya. So wealth not only cannot give moksha, but sometimes wealth can also be a problem. Thus, all the time we have been talking about the negative side of the wealth. Bhadragiri says that we should also know the positive side of the wealth. Otherwise, we will have a lopsided perspective. Very, very important for all of us as householders, grihastha, we must understand this. Wealth is a very important power. That is why in our culture, wealth is looked upon as a devata. Sakshat Lakshmi Devi. In some other religions, they looked down upon gold or some kind of a money as Maya. Okay, so it is given a negative connotation. But in our culture, money is glorified as Lakshmi Devi. And not only that, but money is also accepted as one of the Purusharthas. Purushartha means human pursuit. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, 4 pursuits, out of which Artham means wealth. It is one of the human pursuits. Not only that, but money is an important means for both material as well as spiritual growth. Money foundation is required both for building up the spirituality as well as material growth. Everybody knows the necessity of money for material wealth. Tirukural says in Quran number 247, now in the Adhikaram called Aruludamai, in which he says, அருளில்லார்க்கு அவ்வுலகம் இல்லை, பொருளில்லார்க்கு இவ்வுலகம் இல்லாகி ஆங்கு. அருளில்லார்க்கு அவ்வுலகம் இல்லை, பொருளில்லார்க்கு இவ்வுலகம் இல்லாகி ஆங்கு. Quran number 247. So if there is no wealth, and there is no place for you in this earth. So it is very clear that wealth is another important factor even for spiritual growth. So one may wonder what the contribution of money in spiritual growth or moksha is. Shankaracharya says regarding this in the Sikshavalli. Sikshavalli is the first chapter of the Taittiriya Upanishad. So, in which there is a ritual called Avahanti Homa. Avahanti Vidanvana Purvana Chiramatmanah Vasagum Simamagavascha Annapane cha Sarvata. There, Shankaracharya raises a question. Why should we talk about the money in the context of moksha? Taittiriya Upanishad deals with moksha. It is the Upanishad, it's a moksha shastram. Why should there be a ritual for wealth? And Shankaracharya beautifully brings out that connection, which everybody must register it very well. Shankaracharya says, gives the connection between wealth and moksha. How he says, dhanam dharmartham. Dhanam dharmartham. Money is required for practice of dharma or follow of dharma. By dharma means, what is dharma? Panchamaha yajna. Panchamaha yajna. Again, go back to Tirukural. Ilvarkai. Ilvarkai is the adhikaram, which is the what is the duty of the householder. Because majority of us who are listening to this audio are all people with householders. Okay, we are all householders. So there he is talking about the role of uh, householders, and all the Kurals are homework, which is the Adhikaram number 5, in which Kural number 43 is worth looking at it. Tenbulattar Deivam Virundokkal Tan Enrangu Aimbulattaru Ombal Talai. What do you mean by that? He is talking about the Panchamaha Yajna here. So Tenbulattar means forefathers, Pitra Yajna. Deivam means what? Deivam means Brahma Yajna means, sorry, Deva means Deva Yajna. Virundokkal means all the relatives and all the Manshya Yajna. Then Tan Enranga, Virundu Okkal. So he says Virundu Okkal. So Virundu refers to the people, your own people. So Okkal refers to relatives. Now Virundu refers to all the guests, all others. So you have to do dharma to the society. Only a householder can do this Panchamaha Yajna. For householder to do Panchamaha Yajna, which is Deva Yajna, Pitra Yajna, Brahma Yajna, Manushya Yajna, and Bhuta Yajna, these 5 yajnas, you require money. And through these 5 yajnas only, you will be able to have Chitta Shuddhi. Yajnat karmanon yatra lokoyam karma bandhanah tadartam karma kaunteya mukta sangas samachara. So here he says dhanam dharmartham. And in another place, Tiruvalluvar says, in the adhikaram, there are 2 adhikarams, again homework. One is Uppuravu Aridal, which is adhikaram number 22. Other one is Igai, adhikaram number 23. Igai means dhanam. So that's what dhanam dharmartham. So for giving it to people. In the Uppuravu Aridal, he says, especially my favorite Kural, 212. Okay, in the Adhikaram 212, which is worth looking at it. Thalatri Tanda Purulellam Takkarku Velanmai Seidar Puruttu. You know what is the meaning of this 212? Whatever money you earn, it is only for giving others. Thalatri Tanda Purulellam. Thalatri means whatever the effort, untiring efforts you put for making money and for earning money. And what is the very purpose? Takkarku Velanmai Seidar Puruttu. Velanmai means partaking, giving it to others, needy people. That is the very purpose of earning. And in the same Adhikaram, he is giving in the 214th Quran, people who do not follow this Panchamaha Yajna of not giving, they are equivalent to dead people. He says, Uttadu Arivan Uirvalvan Matrayan Settarul Vaikappadum. If you do not follow, you can earn, You keep something for yourself, you for maintenance of your family, maintenance of yourself. Nobody says no, but rest must go for charity. Okay, so that is why dhanam dharmartham. That is what he is insisting on, the adhikaram called aran valiyuruttal. Aran valiyuruttal. Aranna என்னது தர்மம். So that that there one குறள் is very very particular. 36th குறள். அன்றறிவாம் என்னாது அறம் செய்க, மற்றது பொன்றும் பொன்றுங்கால் பொன்றா துணை. குறள் number 36. For those who do not know Tamil, go back as a homework, go back and then look at it. அன்றறிவாம் என்னாது அறம் செய்க. Don't postpone dharma karyams. That I can give it to you tomorrow, I can do something tomorrow. Do it today itself. So that's what he says. Okay, that is what will come to you. See, whatever the dharma karyams, whatever the dharma you do, that alone will come with you. When we all go away from this world, what will come with us? Our punya papas alone will come with us. All others will leave. Up to the cremation ground, people will come and go away. The only thing which will come is the dharma karyam. So the first principle is what? Dhanam dharmartham. Money is required to practice or follow dharma. Dharma means panchamaha yajna. So deva yajna requires money, pitru yajna like shraddha requires money, manusha yajna like annadanam and other things require money, brahma yajna requires money, the study of Veda requires dakshina. Finally, bhuta yajna. The bhuta yajna means all preservation, ecological preservations, cattle and environment, that also requires money. So dhanam dharmartham. Then what happens? Dharma will do, as I told you, dharma will give you. You got a decision tree. It goes to two branches. For people who are still selfish and who are thinking for saying that I want to go to the Swarga, because in the Bhuloka there are a lot of problems, and still wherever you go, people go from India to America looking for wealth and looking for happiness. After some time, they remember, they understand there's no happiness in America also. Some people go to Australia, no. Some people say, no, I will go to New Zealand, which is the safest place, less crowded. Then there also you get bored. So wherever in this loka you go around, you find out I'm bored. Then what happens? Finally, he says, don't know. Our scriptures say something called Swarga. So they say, I want to go to Swarga, which is heaven, where Indra is there. There's no water problem. There's no maid problem. There's no power cuts. And everything is there. Only enjoyment. Bhoga Bhumi. Bhoga Bhumi we call it. So we can go to Swarga. So I want to go to Swarga. So if you do earn lot of punyams through dharma, then one route is to go and earn punyam and go to the Swarga. Scriptures talk about it. We do not know. Science cannot disprove of Swarga. Only scriptures is the only pramanam. Or Vedanta is the Veda is the only pramanam, not Vedanta. Veda itself is the only pramanam. So do dharma, earn lot of punyam. You can have earning, you can enjoy here also kama, or you can go upwards. Upwards means, I'm not saying it is not upwards. Upwards just to give you a kind of this thing. So it is only you can go to Swarga, which is the invisible one for us, and there you can enjoy. But Shastra says, even if you go there, after some time you have to come back. The visa will be expired. You don't have a permanent residency in the Swarga. As long as the punyam currency is available, which is preloaded in a card, and then you can go and encash it there. It is not infinite. The punyam which is encashed, which is earned, is finite. And the punyam, once it gets exhausted, you have to come back. Tedam bhuktva surgolokam vishalam kshine punye martyalokam vishanti. So once kshine punye, once punyam exhausted, you have to come back. In fact, Mundaka Upanishad says you are not guaranteed of Manushya Janma. He says, Imam Lokam Hina Taramva Vishanti. You may come back to this one, or you may get a lower births in some other lokas, or in this loka itself, you may become an octopus. You do not know what it is. So, one route is to go to Swarga. That is a selfish people do it. Whereas people who have got the higher goal in life, who have got a better goal in life, who have got something which is more than just going to heaven and achieving a pleasure, enjoyment, and they want to do something more. What they are looking is, they say, I want to have moksha. Moksha means what? I want to stop this rebirth itself. I want to stop this rebirth. I want to discover my who, what is my true nature. I want to not identify with the body mind complex and have the going through the cycle of punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. I want to stop. People who have got as aspirations, they are called mumukshus. They are called spiritual seekers. So for them, this dharmartham, dhanam dharmartham, and dharmartham chitta shuddhyartham. The dharma will give you chitta shuddhi. Chitta means mind. Shuddhi means purity, purification of the mind. So dhanam dharmartham chitta shuddhyartham. So without following dharma, one cannot get chitta shuddhi. What is the connection between chitta shuddhi and moksha? Chitta shuddhyartham, chitta shuddhi jnanartha. Chitta Shuddhi will give you knowledge. What knowledge? Vedantic knowledge. Once you have got the clean mind, you go and study the Vedantic scriptures, Upanishad scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, etc. What will happen is that will give you jnanam. Then the jnanam, na, mokshartham. Jnanam will lead to liberation. How jnanam will lead to liberation? Our Shastra says, hey Ashad, hey idiot, you are not, moksha is not somewhere, it is not Vaikunta or Shivaloka. Moksha is nothing but discovering, understanding your true nature. You are not this body mind complex, you are the Atma, the Chaitanyam, the consciousness, which is ever was, is, and will be. And you are by mistake identifying with this body mind complex, which is only temporary. Getting this knowledge is called moksha. Moksha is what? Discovering oneself, discovering one's true nature. Otherwise, in Vedantic Mahavakyam, Aham Brahmasmi. I am that Brahman. When Guru says Tatitvam I say Aham Brahmasmi. This is called moksha. You are ever liberated already. Only thing is, you do not know you are liberated. That discovery is called moksha. So, how is the sequence? Money leads to dharma, dharma which leads to chitta shuddhi, which chitta shuddhi leads to jnanam, and jnanam leads to moksha. Dhanam dharmartham, dharma chitta shuddhyartham, chitta shuddhi jnanartham, jnana mokshartham. This linkage has to be understood very, very clearly. Therefore, even spiritual growth requires the foundation of money. Therefore, better give money its due importance. It does have limitations, but it does have certain powers also. Therefore, the first glory of wealth is that it contributes to moksha indirectly. This is the first Mahima, glory of Lakshmi. Bhadrahari does not mention here, but we have to understand that. So, in the two shlokas which I am going to share today, I'll try whether I can complete two shlokas. So, Bhadrahari says money is required to get the respect in the society. So, respect in the society doesn't come with doesn't come without the wealth. Whether it is right or wrong, we do not know. But people respect a person only if money is there. Acharya says in Bhajagovindam, Yavat Vitto Parjana Saktah, Thavan Nija Parivaro Raktah, Pascha Jivadi Jarjara Dehe, Vartam Kopina Prishyati Gehe. As long as money is there, people respect. When you are retired and nobody is going to bother about you, your utility is over. Vartam Kopina, nobody is going to ask about you. So Badari says if a person loses his wealth, even though he loses all, even though all the other faculties are there, that person suddenly becomes a stranger. Let us look at the shloka first. Shloka number 40. Tanindriyan विकलानि तानीन्द्रियान् यविकलानि तदेव नाम सा सा बुद्धिर प्रतिहता वचनं तदेव अर्थोष्मणा विरहित पुरुष क्षणेन सोप्यन्य एव भवन्तीति विचित्रमेतत्. I'll repeat. तानीन्द्रियान् यविकलानि तदेव नाम सा बुद्धिर प्रहिता प्रतिहता सा बुद्धिर प्रतिहता वचनं तदेव अर्थोष्मणा विरहित पुरुषक्षणेन सोप्यन्य एव भवतीचि विचित्रमेतत्. So Bhattacharya says if a person loses his wealth, even though all other faculties are there, that person suddenly becomes a stranger. Suddenly people change their attitude. They don't smile. They stop the friendship. They go through another route. This is all because of one thing. The intellect is there, knowledge is there, beauty is there, body is there. But one thing which is missing is what? Money. So Bhadrari uses a nice word. He says, the warmth of the wealth is gone. So when the wealth goes, the warmth is gone. So that means that person as though dead because everybody ignores him as though he is a dead person. Everybody behaves as though he is an utter stranger. This is the loka niyati. This is the way the world behaves. So better know this rule of the world. That is what is said here. Let us look at the shloka meaning. Tani indriyani. You have to imagine a person who has suddenly lost all the wealth because of the business loss or something. Bhadrari says, Tani indriyani. He has got the same sets of sense organs. Okay, that means all his jnanendriyas, karmendriyas, as a body, he is the same person. Nothing changed. Avikalani. Avikalani means intact. Avikala means intact. So Tani Indriyani, when they join together, it is Tani Indriyan Yavikalani. When you split it, Tani Indriyani, Avikalani. So you have to split it accordingly. Avikalani. Intact. So Tadeva Nama. The name also has not been changed. He is the same name. The name is the same. Passport number is the same. Aadhaar card is the same. Nothing changes. There is another reading also. Tadeva Nama Kabala. There is another reading. Tadeva Karma. That means he has got the same function in the society. He may be continued to be a grihastha. There's no other choice. He is already there. So either Tadeva Nama or Tadeva Karma. Both are okay. Sa apratihata buddhihi. Sa apratihata buddhihi. He has got the same intellect which is unobstructed, sharp. Apratihata means unimpaired, unaffected. His buddhi is still intact. Okay, that means he continues to be intelligent. Vachanam tadeva. His speech is also the same. There's no change in the speech. Whatever language he has been doing, whatever style he has been doing, it is okay, he's the same. Then what is the change? What is that? Artha ushmana virahitaha. Artha ushmanaha virahitaha. Artha means wealth, ushna means warmth, virahitaha. That means ushma means the warmth. So artha ushmana virahitaha. The warmth of wealth has gone away from him for whatever reason. He must have invested huge money in the cryptocurrency and you would have made a lot of money. And what happened? There's an incident also which happened. The person forgot the password. Recently it happened. Somebody died and the password is not traceable. So in cryptocurrency, it's all based on some kind of a thing. Still, I don't understand the technology. And some kind of a imaginary value for something. And a password for that logging in is very important. If you lose the password, whatever the billions and billions you have invested, everything is gone. So assuming a person has invested in cryptocurrency and he has lost all of them because he forgot the password, he forgot to write it, he attempted it, it failed, and is not allowing him to go through. Or he has done a huge business and then the ship has sank on the ocean and then the entire thing is lost and all his money is hidden there, all gone. You can take any situation. Many things can happen. Or you can take recently 30 earthquake, everything is wiped out. So Hardi Nimesha Kalat Sarvam. Anything can happen. So that's what happened. So what happens? The warmth of wealth has gone. Sahayeva Purushaha. The person being the same. The person bodily looking the same, all the sense organs are the same, all indriyanis are working, buddhi is still sharp, now everything is okay, and his speech is the same. But what happened? The same person, kshanena anyaha bhavati, anena ana shanena anyaha shanena anyaha bhavati iti. What happens is, in a fraction of a second, in a fraction of a second, he has become a stranger. Anyaha means stranger. Anya means stranger. All the people who were with him, all have gone. There is a beautiful Tamil poem. அற்ற குளத்து அருநீர் பறவை போல ஒட்டி வருவார் உறவுலர் அக்குளத்தில் ஒட்டியும் நெய்தலும் ஆம்பலும் போலவே ஒட்டி வருவார் உறவு. That is, there is a tank, there's a water pond where water is there, and when it is too scorching sun, all the water has evaporated, and all the birds and everything will go away from the tank, isn't it? There's no water there, everybody will go away. அற்ற குளத்து அருநீர் பறவை போல. That means where the water is not there in the tank, no bird will come. Similarly, even when the world is, what happens when you don't have money, nobody will look at you. So etat vichitram, strange indeed are the ways of the world. This is the way world behaves. This is the glow. This is what he says. So this is the one glory of wealth. It makes a person alive. So a wealthy man is as though alive, and poor man is as though dead. The life and death seems to depend upon money only. In a family, huge family, in those days there used to be 10 and 14 children like this. And if somebody is a very poor among or somebody is not educated among the children, and you look at the respect that person has got, you will not get the respect. Whereas the person who is making a lot of money, when he comes, I have seen it in our family. Okay, when comes, everybody say, ha ha, how are you? Everything. This is the nature. Etat vichitram. But you have to understand this is what it is. So money is important. So you have to understand the utility of money. You must be the master of money. You must not be the slave of money. That is very important. So never neglect money. Dhanam, dharmartham, dharmaha, chitta shuddhyartham, chitta shuddhihi, jnanartham, jnanaha, mokshartham. So that linkage you must understand. So he has shown what happens to a man in the absence of money. Now he wants to show what happens in the presence of money. He wants to show how many things can come along with the wealth. So he wants to do the contrast. Now let us look at the next shloka. This is shloka number 41. Yasyasti vittam sa naraha kulinaha sa panditaha sa shutvan gunagyaha sayeva bhakta dasadarshaniyah sarve gunaha kanchanamashrayanti. यस्यास्ति वित्तं स नरः कुलीनः स पंडितः स श्रुतवान् गुणज्ञः स एव वक्ता स च दर्शनीयः सर्वे गुणाः काञ्चनमाश्रयन्ति. So यस्य वित्तम् आस्ति स नरः कुलीनः. यस्य वित्तम् आस्ति स नरः कुलीनः. If a person has got wealth, in this shloka, he is going to say how the world will look at when a person has got a wealth. That's what is going to be projected very beautifully by Bhadrahari. So, yasya vittam asti sa naraha kulinaha. If a person has got wealth, then everybody tells that he belongs to a noble family. Even though he cannot talk about the family, if there is money, a foster son can come from somewhere. A wedding can take place from somewhere, and the whole world, including BBC, will report it. It is all because of money. Now you know what I am referring to. Madam Jayalalitha, she had that foster son, and huge things were happening, and everybody was praising the whole thing. So all kind of adharma, akrama can pass because of the wealth. Nobody, including the Prime Minister, will question. Therefore, sa naraha kulinaha. Kulinaha means Uttama kule jata hai. Uttam kule jata hai. If you have got money, everybody says he comes from a very good family. He belongs to a noble family. People declare. Then money is the criteria. That's what they look at it. Then what they do? Sa Pandita hai. Even though he has not passed, no, he has not gone to the school even when there is a rain. Normally they say when there is a rain, even that time also he has not gone to the for taking the shelter under the school. He has never gone to the school. But what people will say? People say he is the wisest person. And what we will do in India, what we do? Immediately we give a doctorate degree also. I don't know where this doctorate is for a person who has never studied, just because he is a big politician with a lot of wealth, immediately doctorate is given. So Sa Pandita hai. The next one is Sa Shrutwan. Cha Shrutavan. Cha Shrutavan. Shrutavan means what? He is considered to have learned Shruti. The Shruti means the scriptures, the Vedas. Now, Pandita hai refers to Laukika Jnanam, the worldly knowledge. That refers to Pandita hai. Now, Shutavan refers to the Shastriya Jnanam, the Vedanti Jnanam. So the person has generally learned the Shastra also. That is what is referred to as Shutavan. Shruti Lenu is Shutavan. So people glorify him as a learned in material sciences as well as spiritual sciences. They will call him for Vedic conference also. He would not even know what Veda is, but he would be presiding over a Vedic conference because he has got one qualification. Yeah. Gunagya hai. He's got one qualification. What is the wealth is there? Then Gunagya hai. He is considered the one who has got gunas, the greatness of other people. So that is, he is put in the committee where rewards have to be given in various fields. So Gunagiha means the greatness of other company or company of other people. So he'll be invited, for example, a Nobel committee which is giving the Nobel Prize, Oscar award. So he'll be coming in there. Whichever award, big awards are there, you will invite him to be part of the committee to select the person. Person does not know anything, but he is has got the wealth. Even though he doesn't have any idea about that, they consider him as qualified to choose or select people for awards in different fields. That's what happens. Sayeva Vakta. Sayeva Vakta. That means he alone is the speaker, inaugurator, president in any function, even though he doesn't know anything. Sayeva Vakta. So there's one joke. See, one minister asked his secretary to write a 10-minute speech, and he read it, and it came to 20 minutes. Then he asked his secretary as to why he wrote a 20-minute speech. Then he was asked to write only a 10-minute speech. On inquiry, the secretary found that he has read the carbon copy also. I hope you understand. He has read it twice without knowing what the meaning is, what he is reading. He did not even know the difference between the original and carbon copy. So they are the Vaktas. Sa Darshaniyaha. Sa Darshaniyaha. Everybody glorifies him as the most handsome. Darshaniyaha means most handsome personality. So glorifying about the glorification. Tamil Nadu people need not be told about this. Okay. Now there is a cutout with the cutout culture, which is there very popular in Tamil Nadu, where whenever somebody comes, you put immediately a cutout. So some minister was coming, so the industrialists, obviously industrialists shoved shoulders with the politicians. They're up, so immediately he puts hoardings all over the place, not only in Tamil Nadu, even the adjacent states also. It is because darshaniya hai. So sarve gunaha kanchanam ashrayanti. Sarve gunaha kanchanam ashrayanti. This is the essence. All the qualifications depend upon one qualification, that is money. So that's what it is. In fact, there's one shloka which our Swamiji has given, which is from another text. I will read the shloka and give you the meaning of that also. Now, Mata Nindati. Mata Nindati Nabhinamdati. Pita Bhrata Na Sambhashate. Bhrityah Kupyati. Nanu gacchati. Sutah kanta cha na alingate. Artha artha pra artha prata artha prata nash prata nash nashkyam artha pra artha prata nashamkya artha prata nashamkya na kurte sambashanam vai sukrut तस्माद् द्रव्यम् उपार्जय न शृणु शृणु सखे द्रव्येन सर्वे वशाः माता निंदति. If you don't have wealth, mata nindati, mother criticizes. Na abhinandati pita, father does not appreciate or admire. If you don't have money, father does not appreciate. I have seen 4 children in the house, 4 brothers or sisters. The money one will always be respected. They will everyone father will say anything he says is okay. So he says, father does not appreciate or admire. The brata na sambhashate. The brother is not even in speaking terms. Nobody will speak to the person. Brityaha kupyati. Brityaha kupyati means even servant. If there is one gets angry, you don't get respect even from the servant in the house. Na anugachanti sutaha. The son doesn't want to follow the father. Na anugachanti sutaha. Sutaha means the son. So the son does not want to follow the father. Kanta cha na alingate. The wife also does not even love the husband. Wife also does not love the husband. Now artha hai prarthana. Artha hai prarthana shankya. Artha hai prarthana shankya. Artha hai prarthana shankya na kurute. Mitram cha sambhashanam. A friend doesn't want to meet as he is afraid that you will ask for the money from him. Even friends also will not come near you. He will change his route. If your house is here, he will go to by other route. He says, I'm too busy, I'm not able to. He will cut the call when you try to call him. He says, I'm very busy. Or he will change the phone number. He will not tell you that he has changed the phone number also. So what do you understand by this? Tasmad dravya uparjaya shudu sake. Earn well. Why? Dravyena sarve vashaha. Dravyena sarve vashaha. Everybody will listen to you when you have got wealth. The only thing is we must understand here, whatever the wealth we are earning should be ethical. Very understand. Just because Bhadrari says wealth is important, but the wealth which is coming is should be a clean money. It cannot be an unclean money. You cannot become a billionaire overnight like some of the business people doing it all manipulations. Impossible. We'll see how the investigation comes out. Suddenly the value of the entire enterprise has gone by 145 billions. How it can happen? Because it was extrapolated like this. Something has happened. You cannot make money like this. Impossible. In any field, wherever you do, it takes a lot of hard work, brick by brick, one has to earn. So understand, when you say money is important, you have to be very clear. The money has to be earned by the proper means. That is very, very important. Anything which is ill-gotten will go away, first point. And second thing is that leads to papam, and the papam will leads to naraka. And people will say immediately, there are so many people, politicians and many people, business people who are doing so many things, and still they are all doing very well. And how do you justify this? This is a common question. That's what everybody makes many people to become corrupt in the society. Understand our Shastra. Arasan andru kolvam, daivam nindru kollum. There's a saying. That means you may escape the governance, you may escape the income tax because you may be close with the particular prime minister or a particular government or whatever it is. You may escape those things. Daivam nindru kollum. Daivam means what? Dharma devata. Your account is clearly written. Somewhere it will happen. So either in this Janma or next Janma. You do not know. So you and I cannot or have got no capability to make an opinion about others, because dharma is a larger things of big circle. We do not know how it operates. Only Lord knows it. You have to understand it very, very clearly. Only Lord knows it. So we must have the respect for wealth. You must earn it legitimately. And then you enjoy some part of the wealth for yourself. And then you have to give for charity. Give it to everybody. That is the very purpose of it. If Warren Buffett is there, I am a very big fan of Warren Buffett. A person now is 90 plus. He is one of the richest top 10 persons in the world. Still lives in a very frugal way, very simple way. The same house from 1955 is living in the same house. A person who owns airplane companies does not even go have one private jet. In America, anybody can have a private jet. So easy there. Wealthy people, many people own their own plane. He does not have one. In fact, it seems he was not having even a cell phone, and then somebody gave. I think Bill Gates went and gave him a cell phone, something like that. They used to say. So, what is the thing is, it is very important that you should be able to have the proper understanding of the wealth and proper respect for the wealth and earn it legitimately. In fact, there is another shloka a one poet has jokingly has said in a nice way. So he says this rule is even applicable among the gods, because while tuning the Milky Ocean, Samudra Raja had two products. Okay, one is Lakshmi Devi was born out of the ocean, and also there is a poison Visham, which we also came out of the ocean. So Samudra Raja wanted to distribute them to appropriate people. Then Samudra Raja looked around who is where, and he saw the Sakshat Mahavishnu was well now ornamented with the broad Pidambaram and well dressed person. So he gave Lakshmi Devi to him. And then there is a Shiva who did not decorate well, so who did not have any ornaments, because Shiva always used to roam around in the smashanam, and he'll always have all those ashes and everything looking ugly. So immediately he said, okay, go and give the poison to Shiva and ask him to drink it. That's what he used to jokingly say. So here the poet is explaining what is the thing is, even vastrena vapusha vacha. Even the dress makes it important. So if you have to go and meet someone, you have to dress properly at that place. So dress to the occasion is another important aspect. It is not exhibiting the wealth. If you have to dress to the occasion means what? For the appropriate occasion, you must dress properly. You don't need to overdress this. You don't need to have that. At the same time, you must dress properly. If there's a businessman and he's a great dharmakarta, then he is running the business. Then he will have to have a harmony suit and then Italian shoes, and he'll be going only in the private jet. Time is important for him. He'll go and do everything. But what happens is he'll be spending a lot of money for charity. Whatever earning he's doing it. Take our Gorakhpur press, for example. I've got highest respect for that Sri Goenka ji. They are the business people for generations, and all the money earned from other businesses, they are running the Gita press in Gorakhpur, and they are printing the books and selling them at a very subsidies. All the spiritual and religious books in very many languages. You can go online. In between, there is a rumor. A couple of years ago, there is a problem with them. No, everything is working fine. They do take a lot of money from other businesses which is run ethically and give it to charity by printing religious and Vedantic books at a very, very affordable cost and distributing all over. What a noble service he is doing it. You don't need to go outside. You've got people here. You go to any education institutions, you look at it. Of those, even the school where I studied, it's all from the donations of people. You go to Harvard University, you go to Stanford University, go there. How many people have donated their money, wealth for that? I studied the school I studied is because of some noble persons who have built the school. The pre-university and engineering degree I did from Alagappa Chettiar College of Technology. Where it is come? Alagappa Chettiar is a great philanthropist. And I did my pre-university in Sri Paramakalyani College in Alwar Gurji in Tirunelveli district. Sri Anantaramayar. He is the one who is the Simpson company who are running the college. So nominal fees. See the philanthropy. So you have to understand wealth is important, earning is important, ethical earning is very important, and spending it for dharma karyams. For all the wealth has to lead to dharma. Without dharma, without wealth, nobody will respect. So wealth is important, wealth is required, and that wealth has to be earned ethically and spent for the society. We'll see the next shloka in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mayi Mayishaha Gobrahmanebhyo Shmosrityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Krishnarpanamastu.